I'm gonna be honest, team, we lost. I'm sorry. But
Fuck. Damon, Daryl,
Damian Lillard. No.
Damon, Daniel.
Damon, and then
Damasio and
Demaze?
Delonte. Oh no.
Hello. Welcome to our second attempt at making Narrative Telephone, an idea taken from a program created by Critical Role. We've got new rules this time, so listen up. Our storyteller of choice will be starting us off by recording a short story. They will then send off that video to the next person, who will only be able to watch it once. That person must then record themselves recounting that story to the best of their memory before sending their version off to the next person, and so on and so forth until everyone is gone. This time, we took 10 friends and randomly put them into 2 teams, red and blue. Each team will go through the retelling procedure amongst themselves, and the last reteller of each group will be judged based on their performance. How did these guys do? Let's find out.
Hi everyone, this is Grace. I'm really excited to see how this story is going to turn out in the end. So yeah, good luck. Millions and trillions of years ago, David the dinosaur and his family had dino nuggets every dinner. One day, his younger brother Daniel asked if eating dino nuggets was cannibalism. "Of course not," said David. "You know dino nuggets aren't actually made of dinosaurs, right?" Daniel interjected. "It's just the idea that we're eating something that looks like us, like fish eating fish-shaped bread." All of them fell silent. So David, Daniel, and Damien, unable to answer this question, went to the Dinosaur Community Council for their opinion. No one had ever questioned the ethics of dino nuggets before, and it had the potential to put the whole dino nugget industry in peril. The Dinosaur Community Council figured the question was so hard, it could only be answered by the Dino City Hall. So excited to finally get an answer to the question they had debated for months, David, Daniel, and Damien drove for 8 hours, crossing many mountains and bridges to reach the city. Surely, the great Governor Daryl, the wisest dinosaur to have ever existed, would have an answer. At last, after arriving, they hurriedly lugged their exhausted selves to the city hall. But when the trio finally got to Daryl's office, seated in the middle of the city hall was Daryl the dinosaur, enjoying a mountain of dino nuggets. "Yes?" asked Daryl, while stuffing his face with dino nuggets. David, Daniel, and Damien looked at each other and decided to leave.
Yo, yo, my name is Nirvan. Welcome to our narrative telephone. So, millions and trillions of years ago, there was 3 brothers. I guess they were like dinosaurs or something. Damon, Daryl, Damon, Daniel, something else, bro. And they were eating dino nuggets, and they were like, "Yo, this is kind of unethical." So they're like, they just like asked each other, and they questioned, is eating dino nuggets as dinosaurs unethical? So what they did was, after talking a lot, they went to some council, some like dino nugget council, something like that. And they were like, "Yo, is this ethical that we're eating dino nuggets as dinosaurs, kind of like how fish would eat fish-shaped bread?" So I guess the council didn't have an answer, and they had to go to the Dino City Hall, and then they had to cross like a bunch of mountains and shit. Like they had to go and travel. Like it was crazy. Like they traveled for miles and miles and miles. And when they got there, the city hall guy, his name was Daryl. He was sitting there, a dinosaur, eating dino chicken nuggets. It was crazy. They stood there shocked, so they just left. The end.
This smells like Pikachu. Hi, I'm Dom. And today I'll be telling you a story. So, once upon a time, millions and trillions and billions and trillions and millions years ago, There were three dinosaurs. And there are three names. They were three brothers, and the oldest one was named Daniel, and then the second one was named Damon, and then the youngest brother was named Damaje. And these three brothers, they were kicking it, chilling, and they happened to be eating dino chicken nuggets, delicious meal. But then these dinosaurs thought to themselves, hey, this is a little unethical, we're eating these dino chicken nuggets as dinosaurs. And they had this real deep introspection, and so they communed. They went on this long and perilous journey to the elders, their nearby elders, to seek refuge and to seek guidance. And the elders spoke with them, and essentially they created this analogy between the dinosaurs eating the dino-shaped chicken nuggets and fish eating fish-shaped bread. I'm assuming the little fish-shaped pastries, but who knows? And so these three dinosaurs, Daniel, Damien, and Damaje, they traveled on this perilous journey and went to go seek further guidance and further approval from the dinosaur chicken nugget approval council. And so they went to Dinosaur City Hall, and they traveled millions and millions and trillions of miles to get to the city hall. And when they arrived there and went to go speak to the dinosaur chicken nugget dinosaur city council members, they saw a dinosaur also by the name of Damien, and he was eating dinosaur chicken nuggets. And in that moment, the three dinosaurs stopped and thought to themselves. They had deep introspection within themselves and decided that simply it was fine. What they had done was correct, and it was ordained. The end.
So like hella long ago, like millions and trillions of years ago, there was these three dinosaurs, and they happen to be brothers. The oldest one is Daniel, then Damon, and then Damaze. And they were like living, doing their thing or whatever. And they were eating dinner, and they were eating dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. And then they were just talking or whatever, and then they were like, oh, like this is a little weird, right? Like it's kind of like cannibalism, like we're eating like dinosaur shaped chicken nuggets, but we're dinosaurs like that. They're like, oh, that's weird. So they were like, damn. And then they went to some adult dinosaurs, and they were like, yo, we need help, we need advice, like or is what we're doing wrong, and that type of thing. And they were like, oh, we don't know. So then they traveled a long while, a lot of miles, millions, trillions of miles, to this dinosaur council dino nugget center. And they were like, oh, when they got there, they saw this other dinosaur, like this head leader dinosaur. And then that big dinosaur was also eating dino-shaped chicken nuggets. And they were like, damn, so what we're doing actually isn't that bad. And they continued to eat their dino chicken nuggets, and they were like, oh, it's okay. I'm done.
All right, what's up? So like it was like millions and billions and trillions of years ago, right? There's these three dinosaurs. They were sorry. They're three dinosaurs. They're named Damian Lillard, Damasio, and Delante. And right, and they were like tight. They were brothers, I think. So like one time they were just chilling together, right? And they came across these these dino nuggets, and they were eating them. They were eating them. They were eating the dino nuggets. And then they're like, wait, this is wrong, because this is like cannibalism, right? Because like they're dinos, right? So like, yeah. So like they went to some place with like, what was it? Elder dinos, right? And then asked them. They asked them what if it's normal to be eating dino nuggets as a dinosaur, right? And then they like consulted with the elder dinos, and the elder dinos were eating dino nuggets. So they're like, oh, we chilling. So so they kept eating the nuggets, and then after that they basically left. And then they were like, let's keep eating dino nuggets. All right.
Did that sound somewhat in any way right? Can I have like a hint? Was he missing a lot? Oh, it's recording. Hi guys. So to reiterate the story, which was told to me by Jack Nuttall, like millions, billions, trillions of years ago, there were these 3 dinosaur brothers, Damien, Damasio, and Delontic. I'm sorry if those are wrong, but they all start with a D and they're all dinosaurs. And I guess they were brothers, and they were, and I quote, chillin', and they were like eating dino nuggets, right? And then like, you know that scene from Lilo and Stitch when she's like, I can't feed a fish tuna because tuna's a fish? That happened with the dinosaur brothers, and they were like, shoot, we're eating dino nuggets as dinosaurs. And then they were conflicted, and they went to like consult the elder dinos. Consult the elder dinos. And they were asking the elder dinos like, hey, is it wrong to be eating dino nuggets as a dinosaur? But the elder dinos were eating nuggets, so dino nuggets, so they were chilling. And then, you know, the 3 dinosaur brothers just went back home, and they were happy, and they were eating their dino nuggets. Yeah.
Crazy. That was a crazy story. Okay, so there's a nigga named David, dinosaur, and David was eating. Wait, no. Was Daniel eating the dino nuggets? I ain't gonna lie. Okay. There's some dinosaurs. They live in this little dinosaur town. They chilling. They cooling. And they eat dino nuggets. I think it was Daniel. Daniel's like the younger brother. So like David's like the main character, and there's this nigga Daniel. Daniel's the younger brother, and Daniel was like eating the dino nuggets. Oh wait, I fucked this up. One of them was eating the dino nuggets, okay, and the other one was like, damn, ain't that cannibalism? Because like they're dinosaurs eating dino nuggets. You get the joke. So then they were like, it sparked some whole debate. And they drove like mad far. Like they drove like over like mountains, bridges, and just mad far to like see the Dino Council. You know what I'm saying? The Dino Council, because that's where they wanted to see if like eating dino nuggets was cannibalism. So they went mad far to go like talk to this council, because like the council was supposed to know. And yeah, so when they got there, like the council didn't even know. Like the niggas was lost. They was like, we don't really know if it's cannibalism. You should talk to the main nigga, the like leader of the dino community. I think the nigga's name was what name did I say? I said David and Daniel. I think this nigga's name was Damien. I don't remember this nigga name. It was a D. It was someone a D. Just bullshit it. I'm gonna be honest, team, we lost. I'm sorry. But bro, this is right. Okay. Damien. I'm gonna go with Damien. Damien was the leader of the town, right? So they went to Damien, and they were like, they were gonna talk to him. They're gonna be like it's eating dino nuggets like cannibalism on some shit. And when they got to his office, like they opened the door, and there the nigga was eating dino nuggets. Like a lot of them. Like he was a munch. He was eating them. So that like kind of like solved their question. And they realized that yeah, it's not cannibalism. They can eat dino nuggets all that they want. Yeah, that was horrible. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, team. I tried. Yeah.
Okay, so there was this person called David the dinosaur, and he had a little brother called Daniel, and they were at the dining hall. They were eating dino nuggets, and then Daniel was like to David, isn't that cannibalism? Isn't that cannibalism? And then he was like, no. But then it sparked this like whole debate. So then they drove very far over mountains. And then they arrived to the Council of Dinosaurs. By the way, it's cannibalism because they're dinosaurs and they're eating dino nuggets. Like that's the debate. So they went to the Council of Dinosaurs and they brought this debate to them because it was really like serious and yeah. But then the council didn't even know. Like they were unsure. So then they had to go to Damien, who was the council leader, and ask him. But he didn't even know until one day they went to his office. And they saw Damien eating like loads of dino nuggets. Like he was a munch. He munched. He was a munch. Yeah, loads of dino nuggets. So like they just knew now like the debate is solved. It's not cannibalism because like he was the council leader was eating lots of dino nuggets. So yeah.
So once upon a time, there was this dinosaur named David the dinosaur, and he had a younger brother named Daniel the dinosaur. And one day they went to the dining hall, and they were sitting in the dining hall, and they were munching on some dino nuggets. And Daniel said to his older brother, isn't this cannibalism? And that sparked this whole debate over whether or not dinosaurs eating dino nuggets was cannibalism. And they really wanted to know, so they decided to drive over a bunch of mountains to the Council of Dinosaurs. And they asked the council, they were like, is this cannibalism? And the council, they debated and they didn't know if it was cannibalism. So then they went to the council leader, whose name was Damien, and they asked Damien if eating dino nuggets was cannibalism. And Damien said he didn't know. And so they wondered, but one day they went into Damien's office and they saw loads and loads of dino nuggets, and Damien was there munching on the dino nuggets. So that resolved the question of whether or not eating dino nuggets is cannibalism, and the answer was no, it's not cannibalism. The end.
So, once upon a time, there was this dinosaur named Daniel. And I don't remember much else about Daniel. But Daniel had a little brother dinosaur named... Oh no. It was not Damien, because Damien... Okay, we're gonna call him... We're gonna call him Doniel. We're just gonna change the letter. So Daniel and Doniel went to the dining hall, and while they were at the dining hall, they were both eating dino chicken nuggets, like the ones you get from Costco. And as they were eating, they started thinking, isn't this cannibalism? Because they're dinosaurs eating dino nuggets. This was a question that really plagued them. And so what they decided to do was they decided to apparently drive over mountains. I have questions about that, but they decided to drive over mountains to the Council of Dinosaurs. And so when they got to the Council of Dinosaurs, they asked the question, is eating dino nuggets cannibalism? There wasn't a clear answer. The council did not know. The council was not helpful. But then there was another dude, I'm not sure if this was a person or another dinosaur, and they were named Damien. And Damien had an office. And so they asked Damien if it was cannibalism. And then at some point they walked into his office and they're like, "What are you doing, Step Dinosaur?" And they saw him eating dino nuggets, many dino nuggets, in an unhealthy manner. And so the conclusion was that eating dino nuggets is not cannibalism. And that was the end. The end.
So, once upon a time, there was this dinosaur named Daniel. And Daniel had a little brother dinosaur named Doniel. It's Daniel and Doniel. And Doniel is Daniel with an O. And his name isn't Damien, as Albert said. We'll meet Damien later. So Daniel and Doniel were dinosaurs. And they made their way over to the dining hall. And at the dining hall, they were eating dinosaur nuggets. Those little chicken nuggets that look like dinosaurs. And so they were thinking, wait a minute. Hey, is this cannibalism? And unsure, they travel through the mountains until they reach the Council of Dinosaurs. And so they asked the Council of Dinosaurs, is eating dinosaur nuggets cannibalism? And of course, the Council of Dinosaurs had no complete answer. So they found the head dinosaur, the big boy, the Rex, the Tyrannosaurus of the dinosaurs, Damien. And they asked Damien, they go into his office and they go, is eating dino nuggets cannibalism? And they walk in and they say, what are you doing, Step Dinosaur? And they see him eating hundreds upon thousands of dino nuggets, so many dinosaur nuggets that it is unhealthy, an unhealthy amount for this big dinosaur, which means that's a lot of nuggets. So they come to the conclusion, hey, if Damien is eating dinosaur nuggets, then it's not cannibalism. Thank you.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Hot dog.
No, hit. Hot dog.
Yo.